Hey friends, welcome to our homestead. If you are not thinking about this, you could be in trouble. Let's talk about what that is. Okay, paying attention to your surroundings is so very important. Having a calm awareness about what is going on is even more important. Not panicking, not fearing, not freaking out. Just simply an awareness, keeping calm, and then a willingness to do something about it. And that issue that you need to do something about right now is food security for your family, because that is starting to crush a lot of American families. And transportation costs are not backing down either, and the two are tied together. It is time to become more aware and have a will to put a plan into place to take care of this rising issue. Let's talk about it. Okay friends, today we're going to talk about strategies to start solidifying food security for you and your family, and maybe your neighbors as well. But first, we need to talk about some awareness and what is going on in the market right now. For many of us, it can be very difficult to see a large increase in the cost of everyday items. And for some people, it's like that old imagery of a frog jumping into a pot of cool water and then having the temperature raised on it until it dies, versus the frog jumping into a pot that's already boiling. Many people don't know that that temperature is being turned up on us every single day. Look, right now the average cost of a gallon of gas in the US is $4.56. 3 months ago in our area, it was $1.97. Today, it's getting close to $3.80. If you do the math, that is a 91% increase in just the last 3 months. Now, yes, gas prices do fluctuate a lot, and there's a lot that really affect them. And I know if some are watching from other countries saying that is really low still, it is compared to you. However, it's high for us, historically. And people just aren't able to absorb that or adjust to it quickly enough. So the price of gas is one thing, but when it comes to food, that's entirely different. And that price of gas is going to start to impact food even more. Prices on food are already up 3% this year, according to official statistics. But I do not trust those statistics. I do something weird. I save receipts for years. I know it's odd, but only on certain things. Food is one of them. Let me give you some examples from our food bills. And no, I have not been able yet to produce everything that our family eats on our property. But that is in the works. We're working toward that goal. Okay, I found receipts from 2021 and compared them with receipts from last week. For the almond milk that I buy, it was $4 for a half gallon in 2021. Right now, it is $5.89. That's a 47% increase. Broccoli crowns, when I bought them in 2021, were $1.48 per pound. Right now, they're $2.47 a pound. That's a 67% increase. And yes, this is calculating for seasonal changes. The flour that I buy, because I'm gluten intolerant, it's flour milled in Italy where they don't spray it with glyphosate, in 2021 was $4 per 2-pound bag. Right now, it is $9.18. That's insane. That's a 116% increase. I could go on, but you get the point. Now, in the 1970s, if you look at food inflation costs, it was around 14% 2 years in a row. I think 73 and 74, and 75 was 8.8%. How did people afford food back then? Well, it was because housing costs were lower, etc. And friends, I want you to comment down below about the percentage increase that you've seen in your food bills. I want you to let people know what that is and if you're hurting or not. I want you to share this video all around so that we can start to have this discussion and hopefully help each other out with awareness about the problem. Okay friends, if you think it's challenging now, the diesel price and fertilizer price that is skyrocketing hasn't yet hit our food supply because we are still using stores of diesel and fertilizer. Although Australia is starting to feel the pinch with the fertilizer right now. But unless some resolution is come to in the Middle East, those prices are going to continue to skyrocket. And that doesn't even mention inflation by money printing and increasing the M2 money supply. Just remember, the more dollars that are out there, the less each dollar is worth. And just be aware, wages have not increased in a very long time. Wages are not compensatory with the food inflation prices, or the inflation of fuel, or housing, or anything else, like utilities. Real wages have not increased in our country since 1978. They are basically flat. A basic cost of living increase with the official inflation per year increase, which is like 2.5 or 3%. Okay, don't freak out. Be calm, be aware, but what are you doing about it? Build your own food security now. Make a garden as big as you can possibly fit wherever you live. If you can pop up a greenhouse, do it, even if it's tiny. Start planting, start canning, start freeze drying. You know, technology like this has come down in price a lot over the last 4 to 5 years. The small version of this from Harvest Right used to cost $2,795. It's now $1,595. And for the amount of money you save preserving food with these, you can overcome that cost really quickly. If you haven't seen my videos on the Harvest Right and how to save money with them, click on the link at the top of the screen. And there's also a link for these in the video description. Also, buy some extra cans of vegetables or whatever it is you buy. Get them on the shelf, add an extra shelf to your closet, put them in there, it doesn't matter. This is a hedge against inflation because the cost of these things is going to continue to rise. I'm not telling you to be a hoarder. Just get a little bit extra for you and your family as that hedge against the inflation. That just makes sound financial sense. In terms of planting, be strategic about what you put in the ground. Just don't grab the seed catalog, look at the pretty things, and then throw them all over the garden. There are numerous crops that are great for canning, for storage, for calorie count, and general food security. I did a video on those in the past, linked up here, but I do need to do an update to that video also. So here's just a few of them: sweet potatoes, cabbage, onions, carrots, beets, regular potatoes, Jerusalem artichokes, beans, winter squash, corn, and actually tomatoes, because they do can very well and it's very easy to can tomatoes. They're very high in a lot of key nutrients. Look friends, if you have any questions on how to garden, preserve food, plant fruit trees, I have a ton of videos in our playlists. Go in our video archives and look under those playlists. There is a ton of information for you. And if you have any questions, leave them for me in the comment section below. I talk about not only best practices, but also lessons learned where I failed. And sometimes those are more helpful. Okay, get started on food security for your family because those prices are not slowing down and they will not slow down anytime soon. Now go check out this video on our favorite method of food preservation. Have a beautiful, blessed day. See you next time. Bye.